we got a special guest. You said CTC's own, so he's down there. You know, we got to bring my neighbor up. Okay, neighbor, that's not how you come on the show, man. But
Oh, it's gonna be. It's a reason why.
then you got fingers on your shirt. Is it?
Oh, it's a reason for that too.
Well, hopefully you come with peace, love, and a little bit of hate, man. Just a little bit, because you know what we here for.
It spells Adidas in the peace sign. Yep.
Well, you know what we here for. All day we dream about picks. Yesterday, you know, I can give y'all a backstory. Normally I give you a nice little headline, but I'm gonna give y'all a backstory. So yesterday I'm riding around, you know, doing the husbandly duties and, you know, son duties because it's Mother's Day. And then I get this report from you know, Refuse to Lose chat saying that the Atlanta Hawks got the #1 pick. And I literally cursed out of nowhere.
Emotional like, damage.
Exactly. You know, lady was like, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "How in the world did the Hawks get the #1 pick?"
Dang.
I wasn't even upset about it for the Wizards. I was more so upset for my neighbor. The injustice that happened yesterday. Carl, tell us about this NBA pick and how the Pistons. Just one of them decades.
It's not one of them days. 3 years straight. It's 3 years straight.
Told you. We in a whole lot of trouble, man. A whole lot of problems.
The NBA owes the Pistons restitution. This is crazy. Bruh, last year, what we win? 17 games? And we got the 5th pick of the draft. This year we win 14 games and we get the 5th pick of the draft. 3 years ago, we were 3rd worst team in the league and we get the 5th pick in the draft. And picks 1 through like 4 have like the same percentage of getting pick 1. And we consistently get the 5th pick. What is going on? And then they say that, oh, the draft lottery is monitored. It's watched. By who? By who? Corrupt politicians? This is crazy. It's no way for 3 years straight the Pistons get the 5th pick 3 years straight. And you're telling me somebody is watching this lottery saying that this is fine. This was no cheating involved. It's no way. It's no way you're telling me this. But the funny thing of this all, right, is I told people throughout the year, the Pistons ain't getting the #1 pick. We've been getting robbed. It's no way we're getting the #1 pick. And then Joe probably remembers this. I said, oh, man, we're being represented by Asar Thompson. We're cooked. And we got the 5th pick. Honestly, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I thought the 6th pick was us. I thought, like, I had a feeling like when they brought up the 6th pick, I'm like, all right, this is us. I didn't say it in the chat. But I'm like, yeah, this is going to be us right here. And it wasn't us. I'm like, oh, we might be top 4. And as soon as I felt like we might be top 4, Joe says, Pistons are 5th. I said, oh, my God. And, yeah, so I feel like there's been an injustice. I feel like we need a appeal. We need somebody. I don't know, Detroit's best lawyer. Yeah, we need the sad music for sure because this is getting ridiculous.
Well, look, neighbor, I'm going to tell you like this. 0.4, what is it, 4% chance? They had a 4% chance. No, 3% chance. 3% chance of getting the #1 pick. So you tell me they jumped over the Spurs. I'm not even mad if the Spurs, they got it. You know, I'm not even that upset because we was all, you know, Donnell didn't want to be a part of the neighborhood. It's all good. He was acting like them Lakers. But at the end of the day, when home calls, you got to come back. Shout out to the doghouse. The Wizards got the #2 pick. And I kind of figured this was going to happen. But here go another draft yet again where you get the #2 pick and really don't know what you're going to do with it. Are we going to trade it? I'm not really mad at where we at, but for rebuilding purposes, now you can package this up and make something happen. But again, all of my animosity came from 1, the Pistons not at least being in top 3, and 2, the Hawks. Like, for real, like, come on now. We all know Atlanta got the music scene right now, you know, Future doing all that. Maybe Metro was playing some drums back there. That's how they got this #1 pick. I don't understand it, bro. However they do this, NBA teams, flat out like this. Stop tanking. Just win the games. Just stop tanking. Shout out to Kevo with the $9.99 super chat. Oh, okay. So how we save money so he can spend some. I see what you're doing here, Kev. Shout out to Kev with the $9.99 super chat. Let's start this week off strong, fellas. Nice 100 emoji. Shout out to the guys. R2L is the #1 show on the net. We appreciate that. Be more like us. Hashtag don't let up. Oh my God. Here you go. Hashtag K-Dot. Hashtag Mavs and Fives, aka Dallas. Hashtag So Long SGA. Hashtag Ski Mask Howie. That's where you got the 999 from. I'm gonna say horse run the West and the East NFC. I don't know what that bird is. Joe, Dave, it's on y'all, man. I'm not too upset about the second pick.
I want to know what was he trying to say with we, the eagle, and the horse. I'm so lost.
Yeah,
right now.
I'm
Oh, he's saying the Eagles and the Mavs. Yeah, they run the West and the East NFC.
NFC East.
But he put run. Why did he put the horse if he just put the word run?
We run.
The
we
Mavs.
the Eagles and the Mavs. The Eagles and the Mavs.
Oh, okay.
And Kevin rubbed off on you, man.
My stance on this, I mean, the last 6 years, the worst team didn't get the number 1 overall pick. We shouldn't have expected this anyway. And honestly,
Detroit.
And
we didn't get the number 1 pick. We weren't the worst team that year, bro.
And honestly, if you really look at it, even though this rule wasn't put in because of tanking, if you look at it, it's put in because of tanking. If you look at the way it's been constructed the last 6 years, it's been put in because of tanking. Because no one, like I said, the worst team hasn't had the number 1 overall pick. That's why they gave in 2019 when they changed the rule that the first 3 or the bottom 3 teams get 14% chance, and I think 4 gets 13.5% chance. They gave everyone, they made it a level playing field, basically saying that just because you got the worst record don't mean you're gonna have the number 1 overall pick. They don't want teams to tank. They want teams to at least try to win games. And that I get. I mean, I'm confused that the Hawks got it, but I mean, they were a playing team, and they just didn't make it. And they got a lottery pick, and now they're number 1 overall. But that also means that they're gonna have an opportunity to either trade DeJounte Murray or Trae Young. Now, who is it going to be? I don't know. I think it'll be Trae Young, but definitely could be wrong because they were trying to. I think there were teams that were trying to trade for DeJounte Murray during the trade deadline this year, and it just didn't happen. But I mean, oh well. Ice up the Pistons. Get better. Try to make the playing team next year. Maybe you'll get the number 1 overall pick.
Bro, we're not making nothing next year. Right now.
All right. So look, I got my way too soon mock draft for the top 5 picks. All right. So, Carl, I know you probably the most qualified at this.
No, not with the top 5. I've been seeing all them overseas players.
So I've watched some of all these guys by the name. Okay.
I'm probably the most qualified when it comes to the overseas players.
Let me see what y'all guys. Let me tell you this. This draft is not. Nobody's in here. It's like a franchise changer, in my opinion. Nobody here is like we're gonna build around this dude and win a championship. Let me say that. All right. Mm-hmm. But a lot of these guys gonna be pieces. So if nobody gets traded, this is the only one that makes sense to me. Atlanta gets Alex Sarr. Mm-hmm. Right, Alex Sarr is a big. He's a defender. He'll be a good alley-oop threat with Trae Young and DeJounte Murray. He don't really do a lot with the ball in his hand. Everything is all ball with him. But he could be the elite defender though. Mm-hmm. The Wizards. This is where it gets tricky, Tomo. I don't know who y'all should get, but it depends. If y'all want to build, y'all want to keep Kuzma and keep Jordan Poole. See, my thing about Stephen Castle, right? His name Stephen Castle, Stephon Castle. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, Carl, let me ask you this: does he do a lot off the dribble? Because when I saw it, it looked like everything is like fast break. Everything is like downhill. He don't shoot for real.
I feel like he can. It just wasn't necessarily his role with the guys around him, like Tristan Newton and Caravan and guys like that. I just feel like he didn't have to, but I feel like he's definitely capable of doing stuff.
He's a defender, though. He's a definitely defender. And and is he a playmaker? Because I seen he was
again. I feel like he can. Like he definitely had moments, but Tristan was like that main playmaker.
Yeah, I would say given the opportunity, I think Castle can definitely be a playmaker, but he just got an opportunity.
Here's my thing: it's like pros and cons for you, Tomo. If y'all get him, I don't know how good his playmaking is playing with Jordan Poole and Kyle Kuzma, huh?
Trade the pick.
Yeah, you might have traded because I like Nikola topic with y'all because he's like a point guard. I'm not saying he's good as this guy. Relax, everybody. He's a point guard Jokic. He does everything except defense. But he's not an awesome shooter, but that's something he can develop. But he's a really good playmaker and he's a good finisher at the basket. And I think playing with Jordan Poole and Kuzma, that would be good for y'all. But y'all, it's another non-defending y'all will have though.
So, Joe,
I'm
gonna let you go. Go ahead, finish what you got to say.
All right. I think so. So if y'all, whoever y'all get between those two, the Rockets get the other one. All right. So
you think Castle going top 5?
Oh, I mean, in this draft, yes. I mean, I would say Rod Dillingham go to the Rockets, but why? You got Jalen Green, and why would he go to the Wizards?
I haven't seen Castle in top 5 in anything. I've seen him.
Oh no, he number 2 on the CBS mock draft. He number 2.
I've seen him like 8 or 9 in a bunch of joints.
It's the Wizards.
And then Rod Dillingham go to the Spurs.
I mean, CBS got Brock Purdy as a top 5 overall quarterback, so I don't know if I can.
I mean, a lot of people got. I saw Brock Purdy number 2 somewhere.
That's insanity, but we're not talking about him.
But anyway, and lastly, right, Detroit, bro, I don't know.
Bro, that's what I said. I said the same thing. I said the same thing. I said, bro, where are we going with this 5th pick? I have no idea.
Why not draft the guy? Why not draft Dalton Knecht?
That's what I was about to say. I would like Dalton Knecht, but
Dalton Knecht
I don't know what we're about to do with Jaden Ivey.
What? No, bro. There's a guy from overseas. What about Reed Shepard? But y'all got Cade.
We don't need another point guard for the 5th year.
And I got Jaden Ivey.
I think they should draft Dalton Knecht.
Bro. It's a dude named Zachary.
You talking about the year-old dude? I have no idea who that is.
I like him. He's like a small forward, power forward type player, and he's also an elite defender.
Look,
and he can shoot.
I feel you, but as a Pistons fan, drafting Euro players, you're jaded. You're definitely jaded. You went from Sekou to Killian Hayes coming from overseas to Darko Milicic to all these guys that the Pistons have drafted overseas. You're definitely jaded as a Pistons fan drafting the guy from overseas. You said what?
You said Pistons.
I said as a Pistons fan.
Yes.
Where were y'all in that draft with Luka? Where were y'all? Do you remember?
Luka was gone. We couldn't get Luka.
Okay. Maybe. Hey, Darko Milicic, bro. Yeah, that was not smart. I had Carmelo right there.
But my point is that we've drafted guys that's supposed to be guys from overseas, and they don't work out. So I'm saying, as a Pistons fan, not saying he's not good, but as a fan who continuously sees them shoot and miss with Euro players, I'm jaded.
Who else you gonna get?
And that's why I said I like Dalton. Dalton. I'm
telling you, Dalton Knecht. If I were the Pistons, Dalton Knecht is on my list.
But hold on, he overseas, but he played in the same league as I think Wemby. If I'm not mistaken, he's not really over. He's not like in, you know what I mean? Like he playing in like I think he's in the same league as Wemby, huh?
That don't mean he's Wemby.
You sure ain't below.
I'm not saying. Yeah, enough about the Pistons, man.
This whole segment is about the Pistons.
What about the Wizards, man? Come on.
Look, I told you what to do, Joe. Look, just when you come, you know how you get hungry and you want to go downstairs and you want to make a sandwich. You normally will make a grilled cheese sandwich, or you make yourself a turkey sandwich, or in Dave's case, you make yourself a vegan sandwich. But you like, you know what? I'm a supersize. You know, I might make a Big Mac, and then you add some extra layers. That's what the Wizards need to do. Package Kuzma, Poole, whoever you want in this 2 pick, and start it over. Just do something with that second pick.
That they're going to get Klingon.
Well, I'm gonna be clinging to the Mystics. They do that. let's talk about these IG chats, man. I don't know, man. Draft night is crazy, man.